There's a calm that comes before the storm, a silence so deep it feels like the world forgot to breathe. That's when she appears. Crystal Maiden, the ice-born sorceress of the north. A legend wrapped in frost, beauty, and deadly magic. Her name? Rylai. But among those who faced her, she's known as the Blizzard Queen. Where she walks, rivers freeze. Where she speaks, the wind itself listens. And where she fights, mercy melts away. But behind that frozen calm is a storm she can barely control. She wasn't born powerful. She was made this way. Trained by the elements, cursed by her own potential, and forced to master magic that could freeze the very gods. This isn't just a story about ice, it's about control. Because in the world of Dota, power isn't just a gift, it's a burden. And Rylai carries hers with the weight of a glacier. Rylai was born into a world that couldn't handle her. From the moment she touched the snow, it answered her. The cold became her friend, her weapon, her curse. Her parents, terrified of what she could do, tried to contain her power, but ice can't be caged forever. They sent her to live alone in the frigid mountains, where the air itself could kill a man in minutes. But Rylai didn't die. She thrived. She learned from the wind, the frost, the frozen earth beneath her feet. Every storm taught her something new, until she could summon blizzards with a whisper. It was there that she met her true teacher, a hermit wizard who had once tried to master ice magic himself, and failed. He saw in her what he could never become, perfection. So he taught her everything he knew, until his last breath froze in his lungs. By the time she descended from the mountains, Rylai was no longer human, she was a force of nature. The cold didn't just follow her, it obeyed her. For years, Crystal Maiden believed her gift was a blessing. Every step she took left the ground blazed with frost, her presence cooling the air. But soon she learned her gift was more like a curse. Wherever she stayed too long, rivers froze solid, crops withered, and people fled. Even her own family couldn't bear the cold she carried inside. Her sister Lina, fiery and bold, couldn't stand her chill. Their clash was inevitable. Their elemental rivalry became legend. Fire and ice locked in eternal contrast. But beyond the family drama, Crystal Maiden had another battle, against her own limits. She wanted control. She wanted mastery. Banished to the cold north by her frustrated mentors, she found herself in solitude, a place where only the strongest survive. There, she trained under the ancient frost worms and learned to shape her power instead of being consumed by it. Yet even after her return, she still struggles. The magic that once obeyed her now demands sacrifice. Her calm smile hides the storm within. The fear that one slip could turn allies to ice and hope to silence. In the vast chaos of Dota, Crystal Maiden is the calm between storms. She's not a frontline destroyer or a bloodthirsty hunter. She's the heart of control, the strategist's dream. Her frost can freeze an entire army in place, buying time for her team to strike. But her true strength isn't just in her spells, it's in her presence. She turns chaos into order, panic into poise. To some, she's a symbol of balance, the reminder that power doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it whispers through snowflakes. To others, she's a force of nature, unpredictable and unstoppable when provoked. In a world full of gods, monsters, and madmen, Crystal Maiden stands as the embodiment of calm strength, beauty that can kill, and silence that commands respect. Did you know that Crystal Maiden wasn't always the chill queen we know today? In the early lore, she was just a reckless girl who accidentally froze everything she touched. Even her pet fox turned to ice. That accident is what made her seek control, leading to her exile in the northern wastes. There, she trained with frostworms, ancient dragons, who taught her that cold isn't destruction, it's precision. She's also the younger sister of Lina the Slayer, and their sibling rivalry is one of the most famous feuds in Dota history. While Lina burns with emotion, Rylai, that's Crystal Maiden's true name, embodies composure. Yet every time they meet on the battlefield, you can feel that family tension, like the calm before a fiery storm. Here's another wild fact. Crystal Maiden's magic doesn't come from a single source. It's said she channels fragments of elemental spirits trapped in the ice, entities older than civilization itself. That's why her power feels almost alive. Some theories even claim she's slowly merging with the frost, becoming less human with every battle, more like the element she commands. And that smile? It's not just kindness. It's the quiet confidence of someone who knows she could freeze the world if she wanted to. Crystal Maiden may seem serene, even gentle, but behind that calm lies the storm of winter itself. She's proof that true power doesn't need to shout, it only needs to breathe. When the world burns with chaos, her frost reminds it to stop, to chill. Because in Dota's endless war, balance isn't given. It's frozen into place by those brave enough to master the cold. If you like the story, please subscribe to our channel. New lore is waiting for you.